Alright. So, so for today, I missed a wide open trade. And I want to show you guys this. Bro, I literally entered this trade and I got out immediately. And it's just like, that's what I'm trying to go through right now. Why did I get out of this perfect A+ entry? And I have a little bit of journaling too, to back this up. So I had a range on the 3-minute time frame, and while I was looking back at this trade, I was looking back on the 15 on my chart to my left, and I saw that this was hard manipulation. I was extremely bullish for the day, or excuse me, I was extremely bearish for the day. And I took this trade on my, I basically forward tested this trade because I took it on my, I just want to show you guys. Like, I took a picture of it. I literally took this trade on my other account, or just on paper trade, forward testing, and it was an A+ entry to the tick. So I just want to say this was extreme manipulation of my system. And so we closed above this range, so we respected this, and then so today would have been an entry on the 3-minute time frame. So all we did was we closed above this range and we closed below and we displaced. So we have manipulation going up. We start to displace with a 41-point candle. And that was my entry. Dude, that's what I'm trying to get through right now, is fear. Like, I have this intense fear that I'm trying to kill. And just journaling and trying to just face reality. So what I did was I wrote down all of my problems, and I began to group them together. And what I had collected was fear of the money, fear that I don't have enough time, or I just feel like I gotta make this happen now. And bro, you cannot put a timer on this type of success. It will not work out. So there was a fear of money, fear of time, and a lot of my other problems just root around fear. Dude, why did I not trust my system A+ entry? I literally entered and got out immediately. And that's what this was. And that's what I'm facing right now. And I just want to be very transparent. We have extremely intense manipulation right there. And when I was thinking, I was like, man, well, maybe I just don't have the right price action on the 1 minute. It's like it doesn't matter. I was looking at my 3-minute during this, and it was right there, and I entered, and then I said, hold on, no, I'm getting out. Like, why did I not trust my system? And so here, I want to switch you guys over to, just for a little bit more proof. So right here, bought in at 10.24 today. So let's go to a 1 minute. So it was right here actually. And when does it say I got out of the trade or it hit? 11:20. Yeah. So it hit my draw on liquidity perfectly. And it's just like there's a rhythm that I'm starting to see. It's like maybe it was a 15-minute gap. Yeah, 15-minute gap. We hit it perfectly. And we also had another 15-minute gap. I ended up moving that. But dude, it, like, look, I'm not saying anything by that, but I'm just saying this freaking trade, why did I get out of this trade? Or why did I enter and just go, oh no, you want to know why? Because that's fear. I was fearing during this trade. And there's no reason to fear. Bro, I come home 6 days a week and backtest a week's worth of data in depth. I journal. And it's like, is that not enough for me to trust this? It's like I have a trust issue. It's like my trust is hijacked by fear. And that's what I'm battling right now. So right now I'm in a season of like wilderness because I'm trying to go alone with this fear. And I've told myself I'm not worried about time frame anymore. I'm not worried about the time, and I'm not worried about the money. And it's just, it all derives back with fear. So I want to go over a couple things during my journaling. So these are the things holding me back, and I just put a timer on 12 minutes. Before I want to do anything anymore, I've incorporated just reflection and journaling. I put my timer on about 12 minutes, and I just write, and I just go. So these were the things that I wrote down, I think, Tuesday night. Worry about the time, worry about the money, consistency, external discipline, self-belief and self-confidence, patience, forcing trades and confidence in my risk, overall risk, trusting my setup, detaching from my emotions, see setup, take setup, focusing on right now instead of the next 1 to 3 years. And what I grouped together was really all of this just derives from fear. Worry about time, worry about money. If I take out fear, I will be consistent. Because I've back-tested consistent profitability, profitable external discipline. That's because I fear about my future. Self-belief and confidence. I have a fear that I'm not going to be the person that I see, that I have seen since I was little. Me being different from everybody. That just motherfucker, man. It's like it all just relates back to fear. You know, it's like patience. Why? Because I'm fearing that I'm missing out. I got to get in right now. Forcing trades. Why? Because you're scared of the money. You're scared. And I'm acting out of scarcity instead of authority. And it's like during this trial period that I'm calling going into the wilderness, is I'm grabbing fear by the throat and I'm sitting his ass down and I'm saying I'm not leaving and I'm not focusing on the next thing or the next thing until I can master this, until I can get rid of this, until I can transform this fear into authority. That's what I'm going through right now. I mean, trusting my setup. Why? Because I fear that it's not good enough. Detaching from my emotions. I'm emotionally attached because I'm scared as shit that I'm going to lose, that I'm not going to be who I dream of. See setup, take setup. That's exactly what happened today. I saw my setup and I did not take it. Why? Because I'm scared I'm going to lose. I'm scared. As soon as I click that button, I'm scared I'm going to lose. I got out. Bro, I literally got in the trade and then exited the trade in a matter of seconds, bro. And this is like the 12th thing, focusing on right now instead of the next 1 to 3 years, because I'm so listen. It's hard for me to stay in the present because I think so ahead. What does that mean? I am ahead of myself. I'm ahead of myself. And that's where I have to sit back. Because if I'm faithful through the dip, and if I'm faithful during the wilderness, I will have dominion. I will have authority over these things. And I'm having to just completely get rid of a time frame and not think about the money at all. And so what I'm doing to encourage myself and also to make it into a reality is, instead of worrying about the money, I have to transform that worry into trusting in my system. Bro, the second week of January 2024, I was up $10,130 in 1 week from my system that I've sat here and created, that I've gotten confirmation from the Lord. I've proved it during back testing, but I'm still so scared on the live chart. And so yeah, that was like Tuesday nights journaling. Wednesdays nights journaling was worry about time, worry about money, and I'm only going to focus on today. That's a healthy habit to kill time. My focus of the future, or my fear in the future. Focus only what you can today. That's the only way that I'm going to get out of this. And worrying about the money, what I'm having to do here, y'all, is I'm having to reprogram and redesign the reward system in my brain. Instead of, oh, I ended up green. It needs to be transformed into, did I execute my system? And if I can execute my system, the money will chase me in my system. The money is going to chase this fucking system instead of me chasing money. Do you guys understand? If you can execute your system that you have proven that is profitable, and it has a pattern of showing up all the time. That means that it is fractal. This happens in every single market. Because if there is manipulation, we are going to inject liquidity into the market by displacing. And if we displace with the right price action, that is an A+ setup with the context. And if it's valuable. So some healthy habits that I'm trying to reinstall, like I'm literally having to unplug things in my mind, and I'm having to inject new plugs. And those plugs are healthy habits, transforming these bad habits into healthy habits. I am focused only on controlling what I can today. I don't chase money. Money chases my edge and my discipline and my system. So yeah, and I've gotten a lot of clarity from just journaling. Literally, instead of these thoughts in your mind, if you can create and you can illustrate them in paper, it will hit your brain differently. Journaling, it creates it creates a new identity of confidence once you see it and you illustrate it and then you understand it. That's a different perspective. And it's just, can I stop thinking about worry and fear? So now I want to go into today's journaling, since that was Wednesday night's journaling. And today I realized, this is Wednesday night's journaling right here. And this is a big one. This is a really big one. I had a lot of time at work to thoroughly think this out and to encourage myself by listening to a couple things. So today I realized that you cannot receive the blessing until you truly believe you have already received it. And it's just like, bro, I believe personally, I don't give a crap what you guys think, what you have the right to think personally however you want to, but how I personally think, Drew Hall how I think, anything that I'm going through can be backed up and can be combated by Scripture. That is Scripture right there. What I just told you guys. Truly, you will believe. Is truly. You cannot receive the blessing until you truly believe you have already received it. That's in Matthew, and that is also in Mark. I've already been gifted my prayer of success and profitability. I now have to believe it, and I do not believe in fear of time because I have established a healthy habit for it. It's like right now during this wilderness season, is I am having to become the profitable trader. Because right now I am just trying to be the profitable trader. I'm now having to go in and redesign things to where I am the profitable trader. And if I can if I can just have dominion over fear, I am profitable. That kills all fear. And it is the things that I'm going through that I wrote down, every single one of them is going to be backed up by Scripture. Because my faith and my discipline is my edge. That's how I think. I encourage you guys to think like that because it's powerful. So, if I can just focus on executing my system and focus only on today, that gets rid of me trying to be the profitable trader, and that makes me the profitable trader. So, some healthy habits that I'm trying to mentally digest is I will act out of authority, not scarcity, because I trust in my system. I am profitable by killing worry. Money will chase my edge, my system, my faith, my mindset, my work ethic, and it will prosper out of my dominion over my fears. And by thoroughly thinking through this, I find peace of mind and clarity by writing it all out. So that's yesterday's, and this is today's journaling for mental clarity. It's all right here, bro. This is the script behind the movie. Today I missed out on a 1 to 3 risk to reward trade. Today I missed out on a plus 1 to 3 risk to reward. This right here was a 1 to 4. This is the exact trade that I took on paper trading to forward test. I don't even know why I'm damn forward testing. I should be live trading instead of forward testing. I have been gifted and given this system and turn it into my own. And I've consistently shown profitable, consistent gains. So yeah, it's just like today I missed out on a 1 to 3 plus RR trade totaling in plus 200 points. Why? And it's just like, why? You have to sit here from a third person perspective and answer to yourself like you're talking to someone else. And that is reflecting. That is introspection. So why? I sat there and watched it perfectly play out like most times. Most of the time, I watch this shit instead of participating. I'm just on the bench annotating everything. I watch this shit go to my draw it hits my draw on liquidity majority of the times because I've trained 4 fucking years. That amount of hours I have spent on this is more than any doctor, it's more than any artist, it's more than, this is my craft, and bro, I outwork everybody. And that's just credit to my name. That's what I've done. But the real question is, why was I scared to take the certified A+ setup? Because I have an A+ confirmation journal that tells me if it's an A+ trade or not. I've also built. Why was I scared to take the certified A+ setup? And so I had to find humility in that. What's the true answer? I was scared to freaking lose. I worried about the money and did not trust my system. That was the malfunction in here. And that was the malfunction and the hijacking in my reward system. Because I was too focused on going green. I was too focused on fear of missing out, fear of losing. And I did not put trusting my system over the money and over losing. And so I just continue to write. All I have to do is see setup, take setup. 2, focus on executing my system. The money will chase it after. 3, all I have to do is focus on today. That kills money and that kills time. That kills the fear of money and the fear of time. And instead of focusing on today, I thought too far ahead of myself. I think too far ahead and I get ahead of myself. I get ahead of myself. I get ahead of myself. So this is what I'm going to do to fix my problems of fear. I'm going to kill fear with scripture. I'm going to back it up with scripture. Why? Because I believe in a higher order and in the higher orders thinking over mine. Because at the end of the day, I can't trust myself. Nobody can trust themselves. Because we're emotional human beings. So, after that, you have to go out with a bang. You have to close the show right. And to close the show, I wrote down some motivation. This is all necessary because I am out of alignment. This is what I needed, and I'm aware enough to realize it. And that's where you have to give yourself grace, because at the end of the day, I don't know a single damn 22-year-old thinking like how I think. And I've worked for multiple companies, multiple groups. Nobody is thinking like this that I have came across. And my friends, some of my friends are very, very intelligent people. this is a deconstructive progress. Very deconstructive. It's deconstructive progress. And if you are faithful during the wilderness, which is this season that I am in right now, you will have dominion and you will take authority. And this is what it takes, bro. It's part of the game. And for all these other guys who just want to post or whatever, or really it's all these other guys who are already at that point to where they can say plus $1,800 for the day. Come watch me and how I did it. Bro, you got to respect that. And if you compare yourself to anyone else, you're an absolute idiot, because no one has gone through exactly what you have gone through. No one is working 6 days a week overtime like you are. They don't deal with the pain that you have dealt with. Your roots are deeper than other people's, because you had to go through what they could not. And that's just more credit to your name. So I just want to post this video to show you guys how I reflect, because this right here is all going to work out, because I'm not giving up. I don't give up, especially on my dream job that I put hours and hours and hours in, and I am profitable. I am profitable by doing this. My back testing shows that I am profitable. I just have to deal with the little things. I have to face the setback to where I can slingshot past it. Because think about it. If you're just, bro, imagine that you're just trying to go out and hunt with a slingshot or a bow. You're not going to hit anything if you just barely pull back. That arrow or that whatever projectile is just going to go, it's never going to make it to your exact target. You have to pull all the way back, and you have to hold it there, and then release, and then it will hit your target. You have to be faithful through this pullback moment to then be able to ride the momentum out to where you can finally hit your target that you have dreamed of, that you have seen since you were little. So yeah, this is just deep reflection, deep introspection, and that's what I'm going through. And on this channel, family, this is how I want to portray myself. And you just have to keep telling yourself it's all going to work out. So yeah, that's going to be it. That's why I've had to take a couple of days off, because I'm having to sit here and really it's like, bro, Christ was in the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights getting tempted, bro. And right now it is vindicated. It is, personally, I've been called into the wilderness, because there are some things that I have not overcome and mastered yet. And if I were to go ahead and be successful now, it would all fall out of order. That's why you have some of these people who have gotten payouts and they're not consistent, because they didn't really deal with the problems necessary. They're premature. And right now I'm gaining more and more maturity. And you just have to sit back and you have to say, you just have to back it up with scripture. I'm putting you through this now to where you can be prosperous later. So yeah. Hope you guys are doing good, man. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.